platform, you're gonna have
And who owns Instant?
who owns Internet? Lone Wolf. Who owns Lone Wolf? Vista Equity, headquartered in Austin. That's a strange world. So think about it. You go when this is all live. You go on Instanet, or you log into realtorlink.ca. You create your kit using Instanet instead of web forms, and without doing a thing. All of that is in command, and all of the documents are in your document management in command. You didn't have anything to do. You just fill it in, you send it for signature, it comes back in command. Wow. Or you're in command, you have a contact, and you want that contact wants to make an offer on a property. You create the offer straight in command. It automatically fills in your offer form. You call it purchase and sale form automatically, and sends it for signature. And when it's done, it returns automatically. So that's a lot of time saving, a lot of admin time saving. All your documents flow will be automatic. Okay? That's it. Team management, you're gonna see some part of it after January 11th when we finish the move. Education and training, basically that's PW Connect. That's moving into command. And your goals, financial, statistics, reports, whatever you guys need to run your business. Those are the 9 core tools.
So, and all of this is your cloud. This is your platform. This is all there for you to use, and it's all available in the Keller Cloud, and it's all AI based. So soon you'll just be able to talk to it, and it will do a lot of things for you. That part's coming also.
So your tech feed, I want to make it big again, because I want you guys to realize that only we at Keller Williams are in that position. How much is it? It's $25 a month. Now let's start looking at
won't it let me use
what you guys are going to see between now and time of the reunion. About half of it is there, half of it will be there. I ran out of space. Alright. And even since I created the slide, more came on. So that's just amazing. Okay, let's dive into it now. This is going to be your dashboard. They're working on the dashboard. My guess it might be ready for the reunion. So you remember this dashboard when I showed it to you last time I was here? So in one look, and you see your business. You see what you have to do today, what's your own calendar, how far you are from your goals, month to date, year to date. And then you can click, you can drag these, and you can arrange this dashboard the way you want.
It's
if you don't like this.
Don't unplug the camera.
No, I didn't. Which
But for now, this is what you're going to see. You log into command, this is what you saw. Right? You can either click on those or click on the shortcuts here on the side. That's available to you today, right now. You can log in. Okay. Contact management. Right now, try to clean things up. Test your import first. Don't create a big, don't do 10 hours of work, then trying to import and there's something wrong. And then, no, just try a few contacts, import it, and it should work fine. I'll show you how to import that as well.
We might be able to.
Okay. Use Keller to interact with your contact and prepare commands for your smart
cable
plans.
up there, but
What do I mean by that? Once your contacts are in your database, the follow-up action is to interact with them, right? But you won't interact the same way with buyers and sellers or people that you've sold in the past and you want to keep in touch with every 90 days or so. So you have to slice and dice your database by grouping or tagging your contacts. So have that in mind when you build your database, how you want to interact with them, because the smart plans some smart plans will be available at the end of the month. Okay, so this is how it looks. Let's go in, okay? So.
So keeping in mind, it's built by agents for agents, with a lot of agents, some who have zero technology talent and some who have a lot of technology talent, so they kind of made it as middle of the road and as average as possible for you guys to get started with it. So it's not going to be difficult technology to learn. It's not going to be difficult to get started. All you have to do is get started. The rest of it is going to actually come together because it's all stuff you're using all the time anyway, but they're all in different pieces in different places. So right now you're pulling at all of these different programs that you're using. This one's going to have it all together where you can put in your contacts, put in your information, and then build anything you want from there. You're going to be able to go from this point forward.
Let's start seeing the magic. So I'm live. Now I want to click on my contacts. So my contacts are going to show up, organized. So the first thing you want to do is you go to your settings, and you're going to link your accounts. Facebook account, Gmail account, and so on. There's more. Okay? If for those who are using eEdge, just by linking your eEdge account, all of your contacts will move automatically. Are they moved? Have they moved? It's okay, it is syncing right now. Yeah. Okay, so do that first. Then when it's done, start adding your contacts. So you go to your contacts, click this little icon here, and this is to upload your contacts. So basically you either have an Excel spreadsheet prepared, you can browse to that file or drag it out here. If you want to know how to prep this Excel spreadsheet, you can download a template that's already prepared. All you have to do is copy and paste columns of information from your other system into here. So good? So far? Okay. Now the good thing is, once you've connected your Gmail account, not necessarily your kw.com account, as long as it's Gmail, right? It could be any other domain names. Once it's connected, as you add clients or contacts, it will sync or index all the previous emails that you've exchanged with that contact in here. So if I scroll down here, I start seeing emails that I've exchanged. And it can go pretty far back. All the emails are not here, they are indexed. So when I click on that email, it'll open my Gmail and it will bring me to that email. Isn't that nice? Any contact you add, automatically Command will go and look at your Gmails and index those emails.
And then if you deleted the email?
No, if you deleted the emails, they're deleted.
Yeah. If it's not in your Gmail
It won't be here.
history, it won't be there. So if
You had a
you
question.
deleted it, it's gone.
Can you add more than one Gmail account?
Not for now, not that I know of. Okay? Why would you use 2 Gmail accounts?
And I watch both of them.
Do you work as a team? Okay, that's going to be something different. There's going to be team features coming for that. Okay. What else can I show you here? You can input all kinds of information in your contacts. You can add a relationship, mother, son, mother-in-law, whatever. Right? Then it's going to ask you who's the mother-in-law. So you're going to link it with the other contacts so that now the two are linked in a relationship pattern. Right? Any questions on the contact management? You know, you can create smart views. What are smart views? Smart views are the way you want to see your database. Right now I'm seeing my entire list. But I've created some smart views. Just go here and said, I want to see the tech ambassadors. Boom. It's going to show. I want to see my buyers. I want to see my sellers. Right? I want to see my hot leads. Whatever. You slice and dice your database, and then you create views. Tuesday morning, every Tuesday you do this. You bring up your view of contacts that you have to call or whatever. That's your Tuesday workload. That's how you can, use the tool. You have any questions on that?
It wouldn't let me, when I tried to link my KW email, it wouldn't let me link that. Is there a reason for that?
When you tried to link your
I went back on the activate page or whatever,
Settings.
Your settings?
My settings on KW email, like Jeremy turns on at kw.com, wouldn't connect, but my Gmail would.
very strange.
That's what I thought.
We have a toll-free phone number. I can give you that for customer support. So you can call
Okay.
Austin. They'll help you on that.
So it should work.
It should.
Okay.
Yeah. If
hers worked. Mine
but you have to decide which one you want for now.
Yeah.
Which one would you prefer? The KW.com
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
okay? Because some agents are not using the KW.com account. That's okay. That's fine.
Eventually, do you think? I don't know if hold you to it, but do you think they'll be on that too?
Well, that was just a question there. Yes. Yeah. Eventually. Google Contacts. That's coming as well. Well, it is available, but it's available in QA, which I loaded here, which is in QA. So if I go to Nicole's, the difference between QA and what I showed you is just that it hasn't been released yet. It's being tested. Make sure that we take all the bugs out. So if I click here and I go to Nicole's settings, I can see the Google contacts here at the bottom. What does that mean? That means that if I have a website and my provider technology is connected with the G Suite, okay, when I capture a lead, because I have lead capture form on my website, when it captures leads, it creates a Google contact. When it creates a Google contact, that contact ends up in command right away. Not only does it end up in command, but it has a tag assigned to it because of my lead routing rules that I could show you. The lead routing rules are here, okay? And assign this tag. When it assigned that tag, then Smart Plans is going to say, oh, I have a new contact with that tag that showed up. Send that person that email. Wait 3 days, send another email. Wait 4 days, ring me up to call that contact type of thing, okay? So it's all coming together. Here's the lead routing. You have routing rules also for teams. How do you assign leads within a team? You can add and edit those rules as will. Absolutely. You can put the other course back in, so just give it to me. Okay. Star Trek.
That's all that's doing that.
There we go. Should be back. So if I go to what's currently in place, and I want to go see my action plans, which are called Smart Plans. Whoa. Everything's falling apart. If I go to Smart Plans, oh, it's not. Are you pushing it to the screen? He's working hard today, yeah?
You're really making them
So if you go to Smart Plans today, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a promo video that's gonna tell you Smart Plans are amazing. Boom, boom, boom. Well, let me show you what it do. Okay. So if I go to Smart Plans in QA, I have Smart Plans. So it's almost available. So now I have here an overview of all of my Smart Plans analytics. If I want to go to the KW library on my Smart Plans, I already have
some smart plans running, have some Facebook ads or whatever. I can hit this here to do a preview. That one doesn't have much. Okay, this one either. Or edit here. No, I'll process it. It was I'm going through my phone because we had an internet issue. So, okay, so let's do this one here. Just want to show you what it does. So right now this one doesn't have much. It's a flow reminder, but then I could add a widget that says send an email, make a call, and so on. Okay, all of those will be available. But right now, if you go to Smart Plans, basically you're gonna have a video. So that's the piece that's missing right now to make use of your contacts in command the way you'd like it to do. For example, I want to send an email, to people. I want to send an email on the happy birthday email to those that's birthday today, right? You don't want to do that by hand. You want a system to do that. So that's what the smart plans are going to do. So that's the only pieces that's missing right now to do that. If you don't have a MailChimp account, MailChimp is free. You can create a free account. It's going to have powered by MailChimp at the bottom. But you could also create a membership it's not expensive. Because that's the one we're connected with. So if you want to send emails, you're going to need a MailChimp account right now. Okay, so if you want to prepare that, yes?
I was just going to say, in moving forward, you can still keep that MailChimp account and feed into it, and it's still linked to Command?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Well, moving forward, we're going to add more providers. We're going to add more providers. Okay. So further down the road, if you prefer to move to another provider, you can change it. Now, the thing is that linking or integrating with those providers, they have to commit to the data pledge. You remember that? Data pledge. What's the data pledge? They're not going to share data with others, but they're going to share 100% of the data with us. Which means that if I want to do a mass mailing, I will never, ever, and then see the results and how well it's working, I will never have to go anywhere else than Command. That means that all the open, all the clicks, and all of that will have, all the stats have to return to Command for me to work in Command. Okay? So that's very important to us. Why? Because once we have all of that data, think about what we can do. You list a new property in a neighborhood. We can now tell you, based on other users' experience, that this kind of smart plan doesn't work, is the best for that property. So we'll let you know, hey, we just saw that you have the system will tell you, you just had a new listing. Here's the best smart plan based on our analysis. All right, so we're going to bring more intelligence to you.
One of the greatest gifts that Gary Keller's original team ever gave to all of us was data. They collected all the data from the beginning of Keller Williams because we profit shared. And because we profit shared, they collected all that data in their Widmore program. And we have had that since the beginning of Keller Williams. And they have that to draw from, where no other company has that kind of data to draw from right now. So we own our own data. Nobody else owns that data. Gary owns that data, or we all own our own data. So we have all of our trends, all of the marketing, everything for years and years and years to be able to draw from for every neighborhood. So once we connect that, all that history into this system, we all get the benefits of that because we're going to be able to draw from that from years and years of experience of what happened in that neighborhood at that time.
Okay. So, one thing I forgot, in Canada we have to ID people, right? Yeah. So, okay. Who wants to be ID'd?
Okay, so this is what I was telling you about earlier.
So, do I know you? Do I know you? Do you know me? Well, you know me. I don't know you, right? You have a driver license?
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
Me.
You have one? Okay. I don't know him. I don't know where he lives. I don't know
Maybe
his
you
full
should go
name.
watch
I don't know his birth date. I don't know nothing. Right? So I'm just going to hit this. Okay. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Your full name is, I don't want to say it. It's too, okay. Tyler Anthony Chambers.
Yeah.
45 Panther Pass Road. Wasis, New Brunswick, and your postal code. You're pretty young. He's 28 years old by the soon to be 29.
Friday.
Friday, yeah, on the 11th. And I know when your driver license will expire.
You just took a picture of the barcode?
I just scanned the barcode behind. So now that goes to command.
Perfect.
This is FinTrack compliant.
Perfect.
Wow.
No, isn't that
Wow. All right.
I like that.
You like that, eh?
Yeah.
And if someone doesn't have a driver license, passport will do. Same thing.
That's ready to go now?
They're putting it in.
Okay.
That's going to be in Kelly,
Awesome.
right? That's going to be in Kelly. So
Isn't
you
that
can-
amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, just that tool itself is gonna save so much time. You know, the headaches that your poor MCA goes through to collect all those FinTrack documents and have them forever.
So you do that. You want to make an offer. You click that. You have the full 100% government-regulated data. Wow.
Passport.
Passport as well.
Passport too.
Yes.
There's a couple of things that we have to know too, is where they work or their occupation.
Well, that's gonna be additional fields. I mean, that doesn't show on a driver license, but
Fill that in.
but at least for this part of the information, I mean, boom! It took a fraction of a second. It's
And
there.
customers have security concerns about their information being,
Such as there's no
Their
such
information
there's
being-
no SIN number in there.
no, but your name, your address, your,
Driver license.
I know some people don't want
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Email me.
Well,
They
How
can't
could
get,
we?
they can't get away
well, the
from-
driver license we don't need. We don't need a driver. We can select which piece of information we want. The name. We want the date of birth, address.
Driver's license.
Gotta have a number.
Does it have the driver's license number on there?
Yeah, it has.
Perfect.
It has it because you need it for FinTrack anyway,
Done.
right? And
They can't buy the house without it.
in Cloud More, Amanda, we have the document management tab with the compliance tab where you have all of your FinTrack forms. It would be there. So, and the system will monitor all the FinTrack missing information so that you don't have to go through a 2 days audit anymore. Right?
2 days.
Yeah, 3 weeks. All right, so it's pretty, I wanted to show that to you.
Question for you, kind of going back a bit, but you were talking about this new, like web forms. Now, I know Keller uses dot loop right now.
Okay, that's a good point. Yes. So what's the question?
So the question is dot loop going to still be in command, or is dot loop going to be phased out? Gone.
If you want to keep using it, keep
no.
using it. Huh? But you're going to have 100% of that here, built in, all integrated. No more green sheet, no more this, no more that, no more loops.
Right.
You're going to control 100%. You're going to control so much. You're going to get in here and you're going to see
All of your pipeline,
opportunities, your listings, your buyers. Rentals are coming. Okay.
The forms are going to be there, or you still have to go get them through, what was it now, Instanet?
Instead of forms, no. You will either log, today you log on Realtor Link, right? That's
We have
it.
no dot loop now.
You have, yeah, but you know what? Dot loop is illegal. They're outlaw. They don't have the license right to use those forms.
Well,
Who-
it's just for our agency.
But what I'm telling you is all over North America, dot loop is in compliance with the board's law only in a couple of places. They're not in compliance here because those forms, they don't own them. They don't own them, and even worse, they were not given the right to use those forms in their platforms. Isn't that right?
Well, I think for us, we just use them within our company, right? We just put them there.
They're in our loop, they don't have the right to use that. Now, nobody's making a move. Okay, a few boards tried in the past, but it's like trying to fight a big monster. I mean, Dotloop is very rich. By the way, who owns Dotloop? Zillow. So, well, we're lucky because Dotloop's not sharing any of our data with Zillow or anybody else.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering, because I figured their contract, we had a contract with them until a certain date.
Can you imagine if we shared our data with Zillow?
No.
They would have so much, they would beat us in a snap. I'm telling you, it's scary. Yes?
How do you share the forms back and forth with other agents that are?
Here, and then you won't. They're going to be there.
No, but so if somebody,
Send
if
them
you're
an email.
an offer, it's gonna go through email?
Yeah.
It's not gonna automatically.
So, okay. So let's start the process from scratch. You have a contact in here. Open up the contact form. You click make an offer. You're going to put in the MLS number. In command. In command. You're in command. You're going to do 100% in command. You're never going to have to get out of it.
No.
Not even to go to instant forms. Never. Okay? So you go to your contact. You say, okay, I have a contact who wants to make an offer on that listing. You go to your contacts. You say, make an offer. Boom. Put in the MLS number. If the listing is owned by a Keller Williams agent, it's already in there. It pre-populates. If it's not, it's going to go on the MLS, fetch the information, start filling in your form. Your command form, which will, behind the scene, fill the offer to purchase form automatically. Who's using Intuit or TurboTax for tax returns, something like that? Do you use your federal government form? No, you use a TurboTax form that you fill in the data, and then you can view, it puts it in. So you don't have to know all of this big form, okay? So that's the same process. But the thing here is that everything is in command.
So
Everything
if it's
lives
an
in there.
Outside agency that you need to send it to is what you're asking at the end. All you do is put their.
Well, you put the email address.
You put their information in there, and it will send them the link so that they can come in and look at it and
You
sign
gotta
it.
think of
So
it
you're
this way.
sharing
It
it with them, just
doesn't
like
matter, like right now, you've got people that use DocuSign, Dotloop,
correct.
Hello,
HelloSign, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Well, if they're getting rid of web forms, that's gonna be for every realtor across the country. So it doesn't matter whether you're on Dotloop or whatever. That's gonna be applicable to anyone who's got a real estate license.
And the reverse is also true. Now I have an outside agent that's sending me an offer. I have the listing. Well, I'm in my car. I pull on the side. I say, oh, somebody's making me an offer. I just got an offer to purchase, right? That's how you call it here. Okay? You take it, you drag it to Kelly. Done. You drag it to Kelly, and when you drag it to Kelly, it's going to go through this here. You could do it within the app here. Maybe it was too long here. Let's refresh. And we're going to read the PDF. We're going to extract all of the information. The client name, phone number if it's there, email address if it's there, and we're going to build a contact for you automatically. All you're going to have to say, then you're going to, that's not showing up. Where I'm in console, I should be there. Maybe it's here. Right here. Yeah. So you're going to drag it here. First of all, the first time we're going to do it like in New Brunswick, we're going to teach the system on all the forms. Okay? Now, if it's a handwritten form, unfortunately, you know, it's your guess is as good as mine. But if it's a web forms coming in, like digital form, we're going to extract 100% of the data on the right-hand side. We're going to create a contact file record, and then in that listing where I was before, in here, where was I? It's up here. I'll be able to go to one of those and see all my multiple offers side by side for that listing, And at the push of a button, I'm going to send a report to my client. I'm going to compare, I'm going to send him a comparison chart of offer 1, offer 2, offer 3, with all the costs involved, commissions, and how much money is going to be, having at the end. That's all that. I can't show it to you because of this move, the freeze that we've been going through, but like January 13, 14, you're going to see a bunch of that there. This part here, where you can see your listings, your buyers, and your rentals, it's all 4 phases for 200,000 agents. But if within each phase you have different steps, all you have to do is you click on a step here, and you can edit the stage. And you can make it 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, just to mimic your process that you have today, if you have one. Right? Yes.
So the seller is going to be able to see part of this where they're going to say, okay, here's what I'm getting in my pocket. Here's the commission,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
Is there going to be a place to add like legal fees? Okay, you're
Yep.
using lawyer,
Yep.
whoever.
Yep.
They charge $750 plus tax.
Absolutely.
So you can
Absolutely.
put it in, here's the government transfer fee, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So they'll know before they say, okay, I'm accepting $300 for my house. I'm going to get $282 in my pocket or whatever.
Right, but the 295 offer, he may end up with more in his pocket. Right? Depending on commission splits and everything, you don't know. So that's going to be an awesome way to get back to your client and say, here's the information. Wow, just at the click of a button. That's pretty damn cool. Any questions on that? So I know I'm going left and right, but there's so much.
When is this going to switch to work from now,
Well, it's going to be a smooth transition over. First of all, we need to have some more parts ready, like the document management, the compliance management. We have to get ready for that. We are right now. We have started integrating with Instanet, but it's going to take a little while. Mid-year, maybe. Oh, it's Korea. Their target, they have not renewed Web Forums contract because Web Forums is not owned by Korea. They subcontracted that to Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. They had developed a form management platform, and that's how the Korea, contracted them to do that. They have not renewed, so it's going to be somewhere in 2019. But Quebec centris, like the whole province, we've been on Internet forums for 5 years now. It's working like a charm.
This won't take place for us until that's all switched over.
Correct. Correct.
And then in command, the phones will automatically be the latest ones.
Automatically.
Coming from
Automatically.
Okay, that's good.
It's fully licensed, compliant with regulation 100%. So you'll never be.
Working on all
You won't see the difference, really.
No.
It's like going from Biologics to West Central.
Well, the difference between the two platforms, there's the button, instead of being there, it's there.
Except ours will be in command, though. We'll do ours very tough.
You will be able to do them on Krea as well. You'll be able to build your purchase offer on Krea, and it will come back here automatically.
Oh, so that's the same.
Or you can build it here, and it will do the reverse automatically.
It's either or.
It's either or.
So every realtor is going to have that then.
Every Keller Williams realtor. Nobody else.
Well, you're saying, yeah, but you're saying that
Every
realtor is going to have it on the other side.
Correct. 120,000 agents in Canada will be using, well, for those who are,
Ours
will link with command.
Okay,
Nobody else will.
Where you do it from, you're saying.
That's right.
Except we're going to have it on the KW command.
That's right. So you'll be able to manage everything from your phone. Because Kelly is going to be talking to all these pieces. So you're going to be able to see all the offers coming in. I'm not sure if if it would be wise to build an offer from Kelly. Not for me, but I would miss something. I would prefer to use my laptop, you know. I have a bigger view, but you could still do it here.
You can still do it from your phone.
Yeah.
With the other
Write me
system
up an
that's on
offer.
your-
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. This, am I in QA right now? I don't want to be in QA. I want to be in here. I want to be there. It looks like you don't have any campaigns yet. Lead accelerator. Who uses Facebook today to promote listings, promote your brand? You all do, right? So you log into Facebook and you have to become a Facebook expert, isn't it? Forget it. Yeah. Okay. Now you can do all of this without leaving command. So who has an Instagram account? Who has a Twitter account? You can do a campaign on all three with one button without ever logging into those systems. You just stay in command, including putting up your credit card information in command. You don't have to put up your credit card information in Facebook and Instagram and no. You're going to load your credit card here, and we're going to take care of everything else. Okay? We are not taking a red cent. No, we're not. No. Just no, not the credit card information for us. It has no value, right? So, create a new campaign. So I asked who had all of that ready. So you have a KWLS listing, you have as well. You have a Facebook page. So can you follow what I'm doing? Okay, Jonathan, you don't have your laptop.
No, I'll follow along.
Okay. So go to that icon there, lead accelerator. If anyone else, if you have a KWS listing, a listing in KWLS, and you have a Facebook account, you can do that as well. Okay. Go to the lead accelerator icon. You have to make sure that here you are connected with your Facebook account. So do that first.
I was going to ask just a quick question about that. When you choose to link your Facebook into the command, what exactly is it linking? Is it linking every contact in your
No. The link here is just to push some specific stuff to Facebook. There's no information exchange. Okay, other than related to a campaign. Okay. Once it's linked, you just return back, and you're gonna hit create new campaign. You're gonna hit Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google AdWords. I don't know if some of you are using Google AdWords. You can all real mailers right now. That's US based. We're gonna have Snap Ad Mail here for Canada. It's fully bilingual from coast to coast, fully integrated with Canada Post. So if you want to send a flyer, you just sign a new listing and you want to promote it in that neighborhood. So you're gonna hit real mailers. You're gonna put the property address. You're gonna select postal routes, or determine an area. And you're gonna say, I want to hit only properties that have not been sold in the last 5 years, that have 2 kids and more. Be more selective. You click go. That's it. You go back to something else. You're never going to have to go to the printer and take that to the post. It's all going to be done for you. It's a fulfillment system. So it's going to be printed and it's going to be mailed. All you have to do is push it and pay. But you do that. Who's doing direct mailing today? Okay, just a couple.
I don't, because the Canada Post website makes me angry every single time, and
Why?
Because it's not user friendly.
It's not. We're gonna make it user friendly.
Pretty awesome.
And I see the other benefit is using the national bulk rate.
Yeah, we are. We do have that now.
Oh, we do. Oh.
Yeah, it's about half the price of what you pay of the regular price.
And I could get that from you, that account number.
Get that from Jeanette.
Jeanette, you know Jeanette?
Okay, ask Amanda, she'll tell you how to do that. Amanda, you probably have a Canada Post.
We have a reference number. So when you go to Canada Post, you're gonna pay somewhere like 50%. That's how much you're gonna save. And we're gonna maintain that in here. So, okay, so you hit whatever you want to hit. Well,
Is that coming relatively soon, or is that
this
the mail?
The real mail.
The real mail.
real mailers, I'd say March.
Okay.
March, somewhere around March is gonna be there.
Just in time for a spring mailer.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
You have to have that credit card handy.
Put in a name here. Okay, for your campaign. Hit Facebook. So I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna hit Facebook. Your date range for how long you want that campaign to go. Your daily budget, your total budget, and what do you want to do? Do you want to attract listing, attract recruits, promote your brand, whatever? Why do we have that here? We've been working with Facebook for the last 2 years to create the optimal algorithms for each one of those. We're going to have a button here soon that's going to say expert mode. You're going to click that, and you're going to end up with all the possible parameters of Facebook. Now, here's my thing. You can try to challenge the algorithm that these engineers have built, and you know what? You're going to fail because they've been working at this for 2 years. Because we don't want you to have to do all of that little, configuration or parameter setup. So you just hit attract listing, and then you go next. Configure campaign. When you want to configure campaign, you have to search a listing. Who said attract listing?
It's okay. Right on cue.
Yeah. So there's a little bug right now. Even if you have listings there on your account, under your account, you won't see them. Go to that tab here and show all listings. You hit that, all listings are showing up. You do the search to find your listing and click select. Boom, it's there. I only have one picture here, so I think I can drag and drop. You follow the information. If you already have text entered in KWLS, it's all going to show up here automatically. You can change the text if you want. And finally, right now for all North America, it's all manual.
Right.
Okay, but in a couple of months, it's all going to be automatic.
However, if you currently have listings, you should be entering them into KWLS because you'll be able to, as soon as these parts open up, you'll be able to access all of this. Like daily, if something changes on your command, and so that you can actually see different things that you haven't been able to see before, especially if you've been part of labs. You're going to see a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. So you'll be able to actually do this, but if you don't have your listings in KWLS, then
you can't.
You can't
unless you want to promote your brand, then you're going to use, and I'll show you, you can use Sketch House here to design your flyer or your email contact, and you'll be able to push it on Facebook or Instagram and so forth. But this is available today. Start using that today. I mean, just load your listings into KWLS. Unless you have 100 listings, that would be a big undertaking. You just have, a few, really load them up. Yeah. Then finally, what you have to do is you have to set your, the age of your targets, location, and the radius. Save and activate. You have nothing else to do. You don't have to become a Facebook expert. It's gonna push that to your Facebook page, and it's gonna start pushing the ad. Okay? And it's gonna put the ad where it has to do that on people's Facebook. Yes. I haven't seen anything like that, but I find this very interesting. So you see this little dog here? Click on it. Computer, okay. You click on it, well, I'll do, okay? So if I click on it, so I won't anything. Next. That's not what I wanted to do.
You wanted to get the feedback.
Yeah, where's the feedback button? They changed something here. Because when you click this, it's a feedback window. No, it's not the chat. Yeah.
That was feedback.
No, because it said, okay, your score, and then why did you pick that score? So it's not really a feedback, but
On the bottom of the first screen, it said, do you have an idea?
oh, enter your feedback. Yeah, okay. But this is misleading here to me anyway, because I didn't read the little grayish one. But you were right. Okay. Have you guys noticed the chat? But how many of you went into command before today? Which are you going to in there regularly, or just once in a while, periodically? Okay. Now you should start going there daily. Okay. If I want to do a chat, okay, click chat, find contact. Jonathan Drisdale. Is Jonathan there? Am I spelling wrong?
Yeah, J-O-H-N.
Jonathan. H-A-N, 2H?
Yeah.
My goodness. Jill, okay. Jonathan Drisdale should be there. Why you don't show up? Let me see. There's Boggs. But all of the Keller Williams agents should be there. So, and once, okay, let's try Bo. I don't know, Bo, you're not there, huh?
Yeah, show me in Alaska.
But
Also, you can scan contacts. You do know you can scan contacts in Kelly so that it just pulls them in. Especially each other, all the other agents, you can scan each other's codes and it'll automatically pull them into your referral network.
Right, yeah. So I just sent a chat to Bo. So that's in Kelly as well. So I can now send a chat message. And the interesting part here is that all of that will be tracked for you and maintained in command. This is business related, right? So you don't have to know, I don't have to know his phone number. I don't have to get anywhere else than Kelly and say, Austin, I'm going to send him a text message. It's pretty cool. But no, this is for business related, right? And there's much more coming for on the chat here. So the lead accelerator, go and do it. Do it right now, because all of the stats on each one of those campaigns are going to come back into command. And even if you cannot look at them right now in a graphical format, that's all coming. But at least the data is going to be there, right? So I saw a lot of hands raised in the air for those who are using Facebook. So starting today, you guys should all be using that. Who will? I saw only 3 hands up. Okay. Save as draft. Okay. We have Sketch House. Sketch House, I'm going to close that. Sketch House is the place where you design stuff. You design email campaigns, you design email templates, flyer templates, stuff that you want to use to promote. Now, I'm not a good designer, I'm telling you, but we have the KW sketchbook. And the KW sketchbook, is it going to come on? Sometimes it doesn't.
I haven't been able to get onto that at all yet.
Sketch, you should.
I don't know.
Call customer service. Have you tried that? No. Okay, call them up. So if I go here, let's see what it does here. Right now I'm in the QA environment. Sketchbook. You see, I have sketches. And I do have sketches in my account, so I don't know why it doesn't show up here. Those are test sketches. Open this up. And you can create, move headers, footers, body, add on images, stuff like that. But we also have what we call widgets. Okay? And widget, we have Market Snap. Who uses Market Snap today on Kelly? So let me go to Kelly right now. What's the postal code again? Come on. E3C. So Snap. E3C. Snap E3C. I can see 37 listings, an average list price of $308,000. Average list price per square feet is $155.60. The sold data, I explained Austin that you guys need to send a letter to the board and ask them when they're going to provide a VOW data feed. The VOW data feed is from Virtual Office website and contains 100% of listed properties in the board, and it also contains all of the sold data and history that we can grab and then populate this. Now, I can take a Market Snap widget, drag, and drop it here. And it's there. And once that Market Snap is up here, it dynamically updates. Anytime a client will hit that URL again, it will grab the latest number. So if there's 5 new listings today, tomorrow it's going to show 42 listings, and so forth. Okay? So this is something you want to start using. So you can't use it. Call customer support. They're going to fix that for you. We have listings. All of the listings. I'm not an agent, so I don't see any listings, but you'll be able to search all listings within Keller Williams and abroad. Worldwide included. We are in 37 countries. All those listings will be there. And we're talking short term. So if you have a client moving outside the country or moving in, they will be able to search the Keller Williams database from a distance, or you'll be able to search for your client, listings in Italy or Costa Rica. Costa Rica sounds better. Here, groups. Groups is where we're going to move Connect. All of your Connect information. So you're going to have groups, and in there you're going to have all about education and training. All the materials that you see on Connect will be moving here. Right? So you don't have to log into another system again. Insights. Who has been using Insights?
I put one in.
Jonathan, you put one in. Bravo. Bravo. Just to see. Why don't you do it just for real?
Oh, I know.
You guys have not been using Insight? You've not created Insights?
I've added an Insight this office.
So who uses Kelly? So why do you guys think we're building that? Are we building that for Remax? Or are we building this for you guys? Start using, play with it. I'm saying play because that's going to give you the chance to learn about it and see everything that's coming new all the time. But make no mistake, when command goes live, like in Family Reunion, when they push a lot of stuff out, it's all going to be available on Kelly. So you're going to have all of your business on your phone. And if you don't use it, you're going to say, well, I'm going to have to drive home. No, you don't have to drive home. You can do everything on your phone. So start using Kelly. Insights are used for you to create stories of your neighborhoods in Kelly. Create a database of stories. So you pass in front of a nice park, you step out, you take a picture, you geolocalize, you put in a story, done. How much is it? How much work is it? Right? Not much work. But what you're doing, you're helping everybody. You're helping all of the Keller Williams agents when you are creating a listing presentation, which you can do, I don't see any insights in this neighborhood. So
First one, Jonathan's is on the.
in that neighborhood, or maybe
Put your favorite dry cleaner in here, put your favorite restaurants in here, well, eventually that data will be in there anyway, is that not correct? They're going to actually feed in the information of all of our local parks, our local.
point of interest. Yeah, we're going to pull that from, I don't know which source. The Canadian source that we had did not have enough point of interest. However, it has all the parks, all the equipment in the parks, all the public services, transit services. It has all the schools, all the links to the schools, school catchment, updated every year. We've got tons of data that's coming. So we're signing the agreement this week or next week with the company. So you should start seeing the data very soon. You know? But insights are there when you create a listing presentation, which I can't show you, but is just about to be available. It's been tested with a few people in the US. Just at a few clicks of a button, you have a full listing presentation ready with live data. Because in your listing presentation, you're gonna drag a market snap. You're gonna drag your insights. You're gonna tell your prospect, hey, this is how I'm gonna present your house. Wow. Right? You're gonna send them a PDF. It's gonna take you literally 5 minutes to do it. Very professional listing presentation. That's gonna contain a number of pages. Even more than that, there's the listing guide or the seller guide built automatically that's gonna tell your client, when you list with me, this is what you're gonna have to do in sequence. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what's gonna happen in very detail. That's all being built there. So if you don't use Kelly, that means you're not using the tools. So start using the tools, right? Any questions? I know we went fast, and I know we were a little bit delayed, but that's what I wanted to show you. So you want to try to go log into agent.kw.com. Try that. So whoever has a laptop, just go and just hit those buttons. It won't make boom. Don't worry.
I have a question for you, Joe. Under the contacts, you said that linking to the social media is just for campaigns right now. To push campaigns up, is there a way, or will there be a way to be able to link those social media platforms to populate it into my contact list?
Oh yeah, it's there. That's there. That's already there. Yeah. Yeah. So when
does that automatically happen when I click on link?
Just a second, if I go to my contacts. So the question is, can we link our contact social media accounts? You can. So if I click the edit button here, where's social media? Email, phone, social account, add social account, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn.
Right, but what I'm wondering is my followers on Facebook, is there a way that that'll be able to auto-populate from that Facebook account into my
Your followers?
Yeah. My friends list.
Well, you're talking about a lead capture? I'm not following.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you have followers on your Facebook.
That's a good point. No, not that I know of.
Especially with the way you're setting the product, you click on it and you ask a question, and we capture a lot of email addresses there. We're still gonna
Yeah, but it still have to capture an email address. You have to capture that email address. It's not coming free from Facebook.
No.
So you have a lead capture somewhere.
Oh, we can link it for ourselves. So we grab, we have to come in and get that email address.
Now you're going to link that capture lead with command. And then the email and the contact information is going to flow in. Okay, I'm in Facebook. And
I'll just wait for you guys to
if I'm on Facebook and I said, okay, here's an event or whatever, register here, click. That's a landing page. It's going to take you to a landing page that has a lead capture form. That already exists. That is there. Now, and that's going to create the contact, and we'll assign a tag to it. Yes. But that's not what you were asking. The followers, what about them?
So let's get back to your specific, because we need to be clear so we can actually answer it correctly.
What I was wondering, because we talked about when we link campaigns to our 4 or 5 social media platforms, we said it's going outwards, not coming, information's not coming inwards to command. What I'm wondering is it available right now under contacts to be able to capture all my friends list on Facebook? Say if I have 4,000 of them, will that that contact list come into and link into contacts? Say I've got this Facebook account linked to Joe.
I don't know if Facebook will share that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's up to them to let us have access to that, and that's not.
I'd be scary just to know that Facebook can do that with my information. Because Facebook has my phone number, they have my email address, and I don't want to share that with them. I want me to give permission if Facebook ever does that. However, we can track information. Now you can promote an ad on Facebook that people will register. You're going to capture a lead, right? The other thing we're using Facebook, and this is still in the works, is that once I add your Facebook account here in my contact database, I'm going to monitor your activity. And I don't know, maybe it's a stupid example, but let's say that I'm working with you and you're looking for a listing in the neighborhood of $300,000, and suddenly by monitoring you, I see that you start liking $450,000, $500,000 homes. Well, guess what? The next day you're going to start getting listings of $450,000 to $500,000 value. Mm-hmm. So that's the kind of monitoring that we're going to be doing on these social media accounts. It's not being Big Brother, but it's just to be, proactive, if you want.
We have to also be careful that we don't breach people's privacy. We have different privacy laws in Canada than they do in the US, so they might be able to be more liberal than we are. So we really have to be careful that we don't do that. And doing what you're saying, that might be a gray area.
Yeah, I share the same concern.
Yeah. On the same token, when I was here last time, I was sharing with you that we were building an auto dialer into the tool. We're no longer doing that because they have literally started to do the work. But when it went to legal, to the general counsel, he said, forget it, no way. And I can tell you, Bo, you get those emails as well. Almost every week we get an email from the legal department saying, if you have emails related to this client, please don't delete anything. We're being sued or we're part of a court case because of the do not call list infringement. So we cannot be responsible for the behavior of 200,000 people. We can't. Right? And there's so many regulations throughout North America on that. It'd be a challenge just to cope with that. So, anyone have logged in? You're all able to log in?
You're all in command. Anybody that has access.
Okay.
Any of you that have contacts in your command, you should be able to access those through Kelly.
Yeah.
Also, you should be able to see all of your contacts if you go log into your Kelly on your phone.
Yeah. So agent.kw.com. You're going to get a login screen and log in with your Keller Williams credential. And you should be in just like that. The first thing you need to do, go to your settings, connect your accounts, and someone's talking to you.
One thing we know for sure, and this is what Gary is really pounding into our brains, is our clients, our customers, the general public are now expecting us to all be tech savvy people. They want us to know what's going on in the technology world of real estate.
they have that expectation. We are working really hard, KW is working really hard to exceed that expectation so that what we're going to deliver is going to be far beyond what our clients have ever seen before. So by us being here, showing you what we're going to deliver, we're giving you an advanced warning of where you need to go and what you need to prepare for, because this is what's going to be opened up to the public. This is what they're going to have. You can put this in their hand with your name on it and get all the data of every time they are looking at real estate ever. And you're going to be the person that has access to that information. So we're giving you, Gary is literally giving you those tools and the capability to interact with all of your clients on a really high technology level. We owe it to him to get on this train. You guys, he's investing billions of dollars into tools for you to be the best you can possibly be out there. To go out there and be ambassadors for the tech real estate industry that we're about, the revolution we're about to walk into.
Something that's coming up, it'll be up by Family. It's up, but it'll be available to you by Family Reunion. It's called the Keller Cloud Marketplace. We cannot integrate the core application with everybody, right? So websites, survey systems, any kind of third-party software applications that you guys may think of that is not part of a core application here will be able to, like an app store, they will be on our marketplace with a discount and always the data pledge in there. So you'll start seeing a lot of those on the marketplace, right?
For when we're able to take like that, going back to that video / app / whatever thing that you guys
you liked it, eh?
I did a lot. Is there gonna be like a Photoshop / third-party Canva company that we can put like nice little design?
Sketchhouse is Canva.
Yeah.
You just learn how to use it. Just go in there, learn how to use it.
Yeah, the Sketchhouse program is basically exactly what you. It's basically Canva. That's exactly what you're
It's
describing.
Canva and Adrenaline, but it's only real estate. It's built for us, right? Yes.
You save me $20 a month.
Well, and it's drag and drop. Like a lot of it is just here. This is what I want. There's the widgets in there. Just play with it until you get it the way you want it to look.
Yeah, and you'll be able to create a nice template.
Yep. Yep.
And share it on the KW library for others to use as well.
Sketchhouse ready to go now?
It is.
Yes.
It is. It is ready. You can use Sketchhouse, build your templates, upload your picture, your creative. If you've done some nice drawings or Photoshop outside of it, you import that into Sketchhouse, brand it, and then you start that to push with your KWLS to push it on Facebook, and that's available right now.
None of us can get into Skin, like it doesn't, it just does that spin thing. Yeah. So we'll all
So I have, no, but one of you called customer support because it should, I saw it's doing that, but it should not.
That's what it does online too.
It should. Otherwise, I mean,
Try adding it to your safe pages, like your security safe pages on your browser, and see if that makes a difference. It shouldn't make a difference, but you shouldn't have to do that.
Any other questions? Who's coming to family reunion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know if some of them are coming to family reunion as well.
Yes.
From Bathurst Mountain and St. John's. Great. I'll see you there. There's going to be something big over there. They're going to be talking a lot about the consumer experience. It's going to blow your mind away. I've seen it in action. It's almost ready to go. There's some part of it is like the traditional search. I mean, at first you have to tell the app, okay, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, and the size of the property, and etc. But once you do that, everything else changes. The app is learning about you, and it's creating collections, and
And everything that the consumer does, you know. Okay, everything that, when he creates a collection of properties with that kind of profile, you know. So then if you talk with another realtor and you talk about a property, you know exactly who it can fit. Yes?
You said something there earlier too, I thought, is there gonna be a thing on there for rentals too, you say?
Yeah, rentals, yeah, it's coming as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, like I said, we couldn't update this for the last month, right? There was a freeze. When the freeze is over, they're gonna push a lot of.
So you can put your, like I'm in the rental business too, so you can put that.
It's all gonna be there.
Yeah.
Rental is gonna be all over the place in command. The same thing as buyers, sellers, renters, or rentals. So it's gonna be able to monitor everything. Because we have the number one guy in Montreal, like chef team. I don't know how many rentals they do in a year. It's just insane. Insane. They have 2 staffs in the office dedicated just for them. You know, like the MCA type staff. Yeah, another question?
Sorry, and I know somebody asked this and you answered it, but for the listing presentation and the seller guide, when are we gonna be able to do those in command? I'm asking because I need to update mine and I don't wanna go in and do it all in E-Edge if it's going to be.
Okay, if I go to my listings presentation here. I'm in QA.
Immediately following family reunion, they're gonna really hit us with a fire hose of information. So those of you that are going, take a lot of great notes, because you're really gonna wanna come back and share everything that you learned at family reunion with everyone else here in the office and brag to them about all the things that they missed. But once family reunion is over, it's gonna open up a whole lot of technology to everyone. So you're really gonna wanna know what you're doing by the 19th, I think, 15th of February, 16th of February. All of it'll be unfolding then, and you'll be able to use it during that week.
So it'd be wise to get in there and play around now and get your footing before they really.
Big time.
Big time.
The listing presentation is ready to go. So I'm in I have no clue how to use it.
Right, okay. On mine, I can't click on it.
No, you can't, but you could here, okay? I have my CMA, my qualitative comparison, my listing presentation.
Is anybody here part of the labs?
I have it, yeah.
You have been?
Yeah.
So you probably have access to some of this.
I tried to, a couple things I could, there's something I can't get into.
Okay.
So I have a guide to the process, everything that's gonna happen. Then I'm not an agent,
Right.
so I don't know all this stuff, right? But after that, I have my marketing and impression, trusted vendors, digital presence. So that's your marketing strategy, your market snap, your Facebook, the Facebook ad you will be doing is going to show up here. That's dynamic. And all of that is just by, I've seen it, at least I can share that with you. It's like choose and pick, or pick and choose, whatever. What you want to have on your listing presentation, and it adds like block of contents.
So
And
you basically just have to input a tiny bit of information and then it fills it in and print and away
you could
go.
create probably like 25, 50 listing presentation in a morning.
Right, okay.
Right? But it's, when you give that to a client, the client's going to be, oh, wow, nobody can give that just like this, right? It's a bunch of, depending what you choose, the listing presentation is, I saw the product manager showcasing it.
And it's Canadian.
Oh yes. In which way? The market snaps are Canadian.
Right.
The insights, you see, that's where insights would go.
Right.
In the listing presentation, you want to show to your client that you know your neighborhoods. Right, so if you have all of those insight in there that define or explain all of the neighborhood, pluses or places to go, whatever, it tells a lot.
Plus, if someone's looking to send a referral here and you're the one who's got 10 local insights up there, you look like the local expert. Who else are they gonna send to? If all of the local insights have your name on them, they're gonna call you.
And a local insight is something very easy to do, right? Take a picture, you go into Keller, you say, you hit the drop down list button, and it have a ton of choices. It's a school, it's a park, it's a this, that, whatever. You just select it, enter a little bit of text, save, done. And then when I see your insight, if I saw it, I could have voted off for it. So instead of creating a new one, when you want to create a new one, command's going to say, oh, there's already one in here. It's going to show it to you. Is this what you want to do? So, you know, just you don't have to create two for the same thing. So on the listing presentation, it is almost ready to go. I believe it's in the final testing or accepting phase, and it should be rolled out later this month, I believe. So you'll have it available. Okay. Keep in mind that the data that we have is Canadian. With what it means that we don't have sold information, right, available. How do you guys do your CMAs right now? You go, it's local board.
Yeah.
This is the VOW feed. You understand? When you go on the board and you start looking for all the sold information, etc., all of this is transferred via a VOW feed. Think of it as if I have a client logging into a website, logging in, not just hitting it, but logging in, and configuring a, like notifications. I want to be notified when there's a new listing that matches these criteria. Instead of you doing it, a user could do that, but they have to do it behind a login. And in order to do that, they need to have access to that information. So they can now start looking at, sold history for a property, everything. So we're gonna get this for Toronto, Vancouver, New Brunswick, but you guys need to push the board. That's all. And there's no reason. There was a court case that went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court turned down TREB. TREB lost, and now they have to make it available. So the other boards are just following. Otherwise, you're going to end up in court.
Actually, we were just in Winnipeg, and the day we left, she sent a letter to their board requesting that they open it all up to all of them. If you can open it up to some people, you have to open it up to everyone. And so that's what you guys need to do too. Is like you can't just give it to one person; you have to give it to everybody. So we want that feed. We want that information.
So the more data we have, the better listing presentations, CMAs, and everything we're going to be able to just automatically do for you. Okay.
I think it will be a lot more helpful to have more up-to-date information, because even the listing presentation that you print off of the edge, if you want to use like with the diagrams and stuff, then some of them down in the bottom say from 2011, from 2014, and people look at that and think, great.
No, here everything is dynamic, because you're going to be using the widget. The same widget I showed you in Sketch House, when you saw the widgets on the right-hand side, they'll be available here. So it's just drag and drop. And if you do the listing presentation today, and in that postal code you had, like I said earlier, 37 listings, and you do it again tomorrow, and there's 5 new listings, it'll show 42. So it's current day stats.
So if you print it out, they'll get what's printed out that day. If you send it to them via email, they're going to get it'll be self-uploading all the time. It'll be active to whatever it is at the moment, whatever the information it can get online.
Okay. More question? What do you think?
Awesome.
What are you going to start using today? Kelly, okay. You should have started a long time ago. But at least that's good. What else? Command. Start looking at your contact management. What else are you going to be using? Should you be using? Sketch House. Lead Accelerator. Use this to push your listings on Facebook. Load your listings on KWLS.
you're helping nobody else than yourself by doing that.
You're helping everybody in Canada actually by doing
All
that.
all KW
We
agents.
need that information, and we need you guys to supply that information right now. Eventually, we will have a feed, but right now we need you to help us get that information in there.
You upload your listing information on Facebook anyway.
And
Don't
on
you?
MLS.
So right now what you're doing is you're providing Facebook with the data, and that's it. If you do it through command, you're gonna do everything in command, and you're gonna push the data to Facebook, but you're gonna have that same data set into command. And that's gonna be very, very helpful moving forward. All right?
Command doesn't automatically populate the KWLS.
Not yet. That's in the works. Amanda, you got some emails from Right Project, etc. We are working very, very hard and very fast to get those listings in. But it's a mess. It's a major mess. We have something like 2,000 real estate boards
It's
in
like
North
the biggest
America.
puzzle ever, and we're trying really hard to put it together.
One would think that the data coming from one MLS versus another and another, it's all the same. Think twice. Because the data coming from here and from there are different. Therefore, you have to do some mapping in the middle and to end up having a clean database. And that's a challenge. You know, it's not rocket science, it's just a lot of work.
Yeah. Big boards first and then trickle down probably.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Whichever boards will give us permission.
Yeah, but we don't have that many boards in Canada. Well, we have 106 total, but we don't have presence in 106 boards, so that shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
We just
But
want to get the ones
Canada
we've
is
got
very
right now.
different from the US. Very different.
Yep.
Okay. So go at it and have fun. Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys.